Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. Me Matt. We have a TV2 on the Eastern Front, on the map Elst Outskirts. Let's go through the players. Representing Germany, we have Rachel as the Wehrmacht. And Bugs Bunny as Ostdivision for the Wehrmacht. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. No commander choice yet from Rachel. Meanwhile for the Soviets we have Q and Muru. Muru's already gone for tank division. Q's not gone for anything yet. Need to see how this turns out. I do enjoy to see some Soviet gameplay. Rarely get to see good Soviet matches happening. I enjoy the Eastern Front sitting a lot more personally. Apparently Rachel has just burned himself on making tea, so that sucks. Need to see how that turns out. Lots of Sappers coming out for both sides. Just Sappers? What's going on here? That's a lot of Sappers. Sappers are cheap, but they're not that competent as combat infantry, honestly. Most Grenadiers coming onto the field here for Rachel. Lots of Osttruppen coming out for Bugs Bunny. Osttruppen are very cheap infantry you get access to if you're playing as Ostdivision. Essentially Eastern Europeans conscripted to fight for Germany on the Eastern Front, and also the Western Front evidently. But mostly the Eastern Front. Lots of Sappers here. Musketeers are engaging them here. Sappers are not the best combat infantry, mostly because their squad leader has a pistol instead of an SMG or another rifle. That said, that is a lot of Sappers, so that's still a lot of rifles. Simply because there's so many Soviets. More Sappers are moving to flank here. Throwing a grenade. Pioneers are getting up close. And Pioneers should win that thanks to the MP40. But they're too close, they cannot fire.
Sniper has arrived.
That's very cheeky, Q. Another grenade going out, but too late. Yeah, another Sapper is also gone. Sapper's generally not combat-worthy infantry. So yeah, that's the thing you always remember. Lots of Osttruppen coming out for Bugs Bunny, holy shit. But that is a lot of Osttruppen. Osttruppen are only armored rifles, I think. Even their squad leader has a rifle. And Osttruppen have this very unique feature that if you can get them to Veterans 2, they can get an extra man. Which can be a big deal. Look at this firefight! That's a lot of rifles and pistols, holy shit! Meanwhile, looks like the most good, yes, he's just slowly cutting through all these Sappers. Going a button flash it. Yeah, the Soviets gonna have to pull back there.
More of our troops have been lost.
Lieutenant arriving for the northern Soviet flank. Battalion going out. That's gonna force all the Soviets to run. Yep. The no commander choice from Rachel. Probably don't need it. None from Q either. This is a very weird match so far.
Combat engineers are standing by.
But the Osttruppen can heavily grab a lot of territory here. That's a lot of Osttruppen. 1, 2, 3. 6 squads, wow. Definitely give him a lot of infantry presence.
Yes.
You know, your double Grenadier, double Volksgrenadier for Rachel. Pretty standard opening, I think. Gives you a lot of infantry presence. Oh, and we are seeing Tank Destroyer. Ah, is he gonna go for the ETRS spam? Which Sappers get if you're playing as Tank Destroyer? I think he is. Seems to be a pretty meta thing, but you do need 3 command points for it. So it's not something you can just do straight out the gates. It's gonna be very risky. Lots of Osttruppen are sitting up here. Even instead of some barbed wire. Here comes the Soviets. Because his Sappers do get Thompsons, which actually makes them competent medium to close range infantry. Thompsons should not be underestimated on him. Egg grenades going out though. Oh, very good egg grenade right there. And with that, it looks like the Soviets are running again. Oh, we have infantry, which means the Sturmgewehr, the actual fully working one, can be put on the Volksgrenadiers, which makes them really powerful.
We can now commandeer structures for use as command posts.
So many Sappers. Maxims are coming out, don't know. Coming out, and Maxims are pretty competent and cheap machine guns, so that should do okay. But the Soviets have lost a lot of territory very quickly. I'm not sure what the Soviets are planning on doing here. MG34 coming out here for the Wehrmacht, for the Ostdivision. Ostdivision is apparently relying almost entirely on Eastern Europeans for this engagement. At least to hold this part of the flank. Several Maxims are coming out though. Well, the Infantry Division of the more veteran German troops are holding the southern flank. Panzerfaust have already been equipped, so they are preparing for light vehicles. I'm not going to lay mines, I think. He was going to... Oh, yeah. Because Ostruppen and most German infantry, in fact, can actually lay mines, so that will definitely help. Sapper push coming out here, led by the lieutenants. This is so weird. Using them as if they were conscripts. Although I think conscripts would perform better in this kind of role. Here we called in. Here they come. I also think conscripts cost the same as the sappers, so there's no reason to not get conscripts to do this with. There is a lot of sappers though. Oof. But Soviets again have to pull back, I think. The Ostruppen are just being way too accurate right here. Well, not much going on the other flank. Still waiting for one more command point to be able to get the Simonov PTRS. But they're gonna run straight into some Volksgrenadiers here. Sturmgewehr is definitely gonna show themselves here. Oh. More Soviet sappers coming in. Air grade going out. Man, the Soviets are losing so many sappers here.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
This is so awkward.
HMG crew is ready.
Partisans ready.
Like, what are they aiming to do here? Yeah, now here comes the Simonovs. One is already coming out here. The Simonov PTRS, which is essentially a semi-automatic anti-tank rifle available to the Soviet Union. Oh, it's clean cover? Okay. Oh, that was actually a satchel charge. Okay. Aggressively killing terrain. I guess Q's just going for... is wanting to go for a lot of PTRSs here. It will stop German light vehicles. I'm not sure it's as accurate against the infantry. If it hits an infantry squad, though, it will kill one guy. Yeah, he's getting a lot of sappers, okay. But then he's also getting the rifle command now, okay. Is that a T-60? Yeah, T-60 coming out, so that's essentially like a T-70 but with an autocannon. That'll cut through all these German infantry, but they are getting a pack behind us. More mines being laid, that's smart. Looks like weapons are being airdropped in for the Ostruppen. There might be an MG34 and a pack. Yep, pack and MG34. Never a bad thing. Oh, sappers with Thompsons are being put in a truck. Is he gonna go for drive-bys? Is he going like full Chicago here? He's going Chicago typewriter with this, I think. There's a pack 40 though. E60 is available though. Oh, good shot from the pack, a high explosive. Looks like the Thompson's armed. Oh, and PPSH has also been armed. Okay. Grenades though. E60 though will be a threat. But the Osttruppen do have Panzerfaust if he gets too close. It looks like we have a lot of pushing going on out here. So the Panzerbüchse is winning the engagement. So many Sappers! And he is with LMG 42 with 100 rounds. That's not the side it needs though.
The territory is out of contact.
Jägers arriving. You need a unit available to for infantry division. Panzer F1 arriving. They've been armed with scopes doing this. Osttruppen are still holding the northern flank here. This game has got to be a meme of all things because I've not seen a match like this happen ever before. There's so many Sappers. So many Sappers. Yeah, I've seen some guards coming up behind us though finally. And these guards can sneak if you're playing as tank destroyer, which is handy. That F1 might be in trouble. You just need to wait for the right position. Because they can use Stolen Panzerfaust and AT assault. Yeah, he's gonna get close. That's an AT assault. Oh, so much is going on here. Man, MG is set up here, but it's not pointed the right way. That's pointed down here to deal with those, okay.
We are losing a sector.
Germans still have a lot of Osttruppen, and some are actually becoming veteran enough to get another man, which will help them. Central front is being overrun here though by a lot of Sappers. E60 though. Problem with Sappers is they have no AT capability though. Unless you have the PTS as tank destroyer. So this F1 for the Ostdivision will do pretty good on the northern flank. More Jägers called in. Let's see. F1 is pushing upwards. Medic being prepared by the German base because he's not even getting the Baracken. So he does actually need a medic and also get his troops healed. Lieutenant arriving here for the Ostdivision. Jägers are fighting in the southern flank. They're probably gonna mow down those guards. Yep. Oh. Guards are gonna get out of there, I think. Yep. Also thanks to the Maxim. And lots of Sappers pushing up again. What a weird match. But I like it. MG42 is pushing upwards here. Supported by a heavy MG42. Yeah, I'm mowing out that Maxim. And Sappers are taking more ground. More scopes doing GS for the Jägers. F1 pushing up here. The Soviets are lacking stuff to kill it, but it's his 3 is arriving. It's also a tank on the team. Yeah, the Sappers lack AT weapons, so the Germans can just drive up to them basically. There's no AT grenades on them.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
MG34 sitting up there. And the 42s are still keeping all these Sappers suppressed. And this is such a weird battle. Ray coming up on the Sappers here. Mthis is running really close to the F1. Yeah, it was suicidal though. More Sappers pushing upwards. Oh, he's sat in the building so the Germans cannot use it again. It's quite an expensive use of the Soviet engineers though. So the tank is finally getting tank tech. Even more sappers are called in. What the hell is going on? Those are also like being armed with trench magazines. Generally an upgrade I think you should always try and get if you have the munitions. Mostly because it doesn't actually take one of your weapon slots. So it just basically means that all your Ostruppen now can fire 20 rounds before having to reload with their Kar-98s. Which is a pretty big deal, I think.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Means they can really win out in the long run in long-range engagements, I think. Simply because you don't have to reload, and they can also stop a push easier because they don't have to reload mid-push. Just overall a pretty good upgrade.
Red Banner T-3485s are available to overrun the enemy.
Tank command also come out for Q. This is just such a weird match. I suppose this kind of proves that just purely going sappers is not really viable. You do need actual infantry on the field. The Infanterie Division was definitely doing okay because they have a lot of buried infantry at the moment. Also Panzer IV Ace has arrived. Needs to be cautious though from these guards. Now the Jaegers will spot them out in the open because the Jaegers are considered recon infantry. And they are good at spotting camouflage stuff.
Has killed a machine gun crew.
Now this is 3 coming out for the Soviet Union. And taking up for heavier tanks, Armored Fist, okay. Are we gonna see a KV-8 or a KV-1? Jaeger's already proving their accuracy here. More mines being laid here by the Ostdivision. Also officers have arrived for the Ostdivision. Definitely not gonna be an easy one to push up for the Soviets here, if at all. Also says 2 coming out for the Soviets. But I don't think the Sappers will hold for much longer. This fleet being used as an artillery piece, good to see. But lots of mine have been laid by the Ostdivision, not a good thing. And the Thompsons will be a little bit more difficult to deal with over range. That's where the Leutnant comes in.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Also Panzer IV H coming out. Oh, high explosive on the assist. That hurts. F1 pushing up here. It looks like the Sappers actually pushing the southern flank here, but they're gonna start taking losses. Especially when the German infantry actually shows up. The Sappers will just not stand up to actual combat infantry. Also, Stu-42 coming out for the Infanterie Division. Like, everything is just coming onto the field now for the Germans. I guess the Soviets have just been too busy playing with their sappers. T-45 Ace has arrived though. Soviets almost been base pinned though by the SMG. Meanwhile, the Germans are also pushing up on the other flank. What are the Soviets going to do to get out of this one, I wonder? Probably not much. Yes, the Ace. And an H down here, already doing a lot of damage. He has to Stu to deal with all the infantry. That's going to allow rations to be very aggressive. It looks like Q's position has been completely overrun at this point. All the Wehrmacht troops are pushing up. But yeah, this is definitely not the usual way to play, I think. Yep. So it surrendered at the 20-minute mark. Pretty short one, but I hope you all enjoyed this weird match. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye-bye.